So I decided to get some opinions on AI from people that I know, because we've been talking about it. Hi, Mad Jack back here for creating a second half of life, writing your first book after 50. AI is popping up all over the place. We talked about it before. I thought I'd find out some people around me how many people are using it. I'm told millions and millions of people are using it. Could very well be. I talked to people that use it to structure emails at work and that kind of thing, but I wouldn't know who really had a grasp on it. And so I asked my grandson, who's about 18 and maybe 19 now, and I said, hey, what, you know what AI is? What do you think, Ace? He said, man, AI is the shit. And then he went into a highly technical world of things that I didn't understand. So AI is the shit for that age, whatever that means. I guess that's a positive. I was a friend of mine at work, about my age, getting close to retirement. I said, hey, you know what AI is? Yeah. He goes, yeah, that's from a Star Wars movie, isn't it? And so conversation died there. So you can see you have a disparity of opinions. You have people, when you mention it, said it's going to take over the world. And other people will say it's evil. Other people say it's tied to politicians. I had a guy tell me it's proof that alien beings landed on this planet thousands of years ago, and they've developed this to now take our planet back to wherever they were from. And sometimes after talking to him, I'm not sure we're not there already. All I want to know is what experience people have with it, because I would want to have an experience writing a book with AI. And I did. 2 ways. I had AI write a book that I had the idea for, and then I wrote the book and had AI assist me in the editing and make me fluff it out a little bit and give me some ideas on it. AI is really kind of it's a fascinating thing, but you have to know what to tell it, that's for sure. I watched a bunch of videos, and the first video I watched was a woman who was going to tell me how to make thousands of dollars and write a book in an hour using AI. Maybe she can, but at this point I can't. Don't think I'd want to after my experience. And the next one I watched was a woman who got hundreds of thousands of views. I'd be close to 1 million on YouTube. And she said, you're using it all wrong. And I'm not using it at all at that time. I just want someone to give me an idea. So when that happens and you can't get the answer, you got to get it yourself. So I did. First book I wrote with AI. I'm not going to tell you which AI I used because it's not all important. I used actually 2 or 3 of them to get the idea. And so I told her I wanted to write a book about writing over 50. And that's all I told her. And I learned right away, you've got to tell it more than that. And I said I wanted to have, a book that I could actually sit down and read and learn how to write. So I did. I wrote this book. It was only about 50 pages long. And some things I learned was it's very repetitive. If you don't give it more information than that, it'll use the same sentences in varying paragraphs throughout, sometimes the same chapter. It's kind of emotionless too. So I thought maybe I better refine it, because they tell me in these videos, I did learn something in the videos. They said it's very important the prompt that you give to AI. So I refined my prompt. I told I wanted it to be about 10 pages long, 10 chapters long. I want to have about 125, 130 pages, and same topic. And write it kind of funny and things. And it came back and kind of the same thing. It was okay. I mean, it was okay. But you could kind of tell it kind of lacked a little human thing, It had kind of had a voice like that. You remember, you're my age, you do remember Lost in Space and the old robot, I can't remember his name, walk around all the time, telling Will, danger, danger. Well, it kind of reminded me of that voice there, Will Robinson, danger. And it was very just kind of a monotone voice, even when it was warning Will Robinson of danger. Anyway, if you're not old enough to remember that, skip that part. Just act like I just faded to another world for a second. But that's kind of how it went there. But then when I took it to the other stage and I decided to write the book myself, and my prompts were more detailed. I wanted to write it, I want to get a little humor style to it. I want to use my style of humor. I'd actually added some things I'd written to the AI and give it your writing style. And it came back with some things. And so I wrote the book that way, and I'm publishing it. And what I'm going to do with it, is I'm going to, I've already read the final draft. When I receive it, because I use AI to help me decide on the cover and what do you think about this? What do you think? I bounced a lot of things off it. But I did write it myself. But the editing was, it was very helpful. The cover had some ideas. But anyway, in the end, the cover it came up with I didn't like. My wife ended up designing the cover, but the rest of the book wasn't all that bad. So when I get it back here, I'm going to read it. I'm going to show it to you. And I'm probably going to give some away so I can get your opinion on just what you think of the final product with it. And we'll do that on our website, which is posted on the bottom of the screen here somewhere. And see what you think of AI. Maybe it's something you should be using. Maybe not. Will I use it again? Yeah, in limited things. I don't want it to be doing my writing for me, because the one thing I discovered right away, as we discussed before, is it's not you writing it. You can give it all the prompts in the world, but it's not you. Am I bashing AI? Not at all. No, I'm not going to do that. It can be very useful for a lot of things, and it can be very useful for authors. This mass production of books just to sell something that artificial intelligence is writing and putting your name on it, I kind of got some problems with that. That's a whole different topic we can launch on some other time. But a couple quick announcements. First, this next week and creating in the second half of life, or creating over the age of 50, we're going to do some songwriting in one of our deals. We're going to start on Fridays. We're going to do songwriting. I got some songs. I recorded an album out. You can listen to some of that if you want to. I'm going to show you how you write it. If you got a guitar, you can learn how to write a song. If you don't play any instrument at all, you can learn how to write a song. We'll go through that. Also, I'll be presenting the book next Tuesday that you can take a look at. It's the book from AI, and I'll tell you how to get a copy of that and see what you think of it. I'm going to give some free ones away because I just want to get some opinions on it besides mine. I give it to the guy at work, but it's not a Star Wars book. He probably wouldn't get it. So, till next week, remember, write messy, edit clean. Mad Jack here. See you later.